Om Shri Matre Namaha. Today I am going to discuss the topic family values. Before that, let us start with prayer. Stapakaya cha dharmasya satya dharma swarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Family values involve all the ideas of how you want to live in your family life, and they are often passed down from previous generations. They can help define behavior in various situations, help you to make good choices, and solidify the bond that your family has. If your family does not already have these values in place, know that it is never too late to make a list. Now, types of values. Although every family's list of values will be different, there are different categories of values that tend to be similar. Another, social values. Social values consist of things like peace, justice, freedom, equality, and bettering our community. Examples of social values include not hurting others and also standing up for those who can't stand up for themselves. Being respectful and courteous human interactions. Next, volunteering time and skills in the community. Being generous with what you have. Being honest with others. Participating in teamwork whenever possible. Political values. Although being a liberal, conservative, a moderate may determine your opinion on how the government should run and what laws should be enacted, there are certain political values that remain constant across political parties. American values often include exceptionalism, that America is a land of limitless opportunities, and as such has a duty to act as an example to other countries. Next, capitalism and private ownership of property. Next, patriotism. Treating everyone equally regardless of ethnicity, race, religion, or sexual orientation. Being open minded to new things. Following the law and respecting those who enforce it. Working hard for the success. Now, let us come to religious values. Religious values center around the expectations that people have about themselves and others based on the beliefs of their faith. Although each faith has its beliefs, there are common values that many faiths tend to share. Examples of religion values, let us include 1. Showing compassion to those in need. 2. Treating others as one would like to be treated. 3. Continually learning and growing both spiritually and intellectually. Fourth one, being modest in your relations with others. Fifth one, being respectful and non-violent when interacting with others. Work values include such things as your philosophies about your job, your finances, and you spend your money. For children, these values include how they approach school and their education. Let us see some examples for work values. 1. Always doing your best work. Number 2. Working in a team. 3. Saving a portion of your salary or allowances. 4th. Finding opportunities to express your ideas and creativity. Next, being proud of your achievements. Next, making education a priority. Next, keeping in mind the part that your job plays in society. Finally, treating co-workers, fellow students, customers, and authority figures the way that you want to be treated. Moral values. Moral values are your individual values about what you think is right and wrong, because you are the decision maker. Moral values provide the foundation from which you take your own decisions. Morals are learned from your parents and your experiences. Examples of moral values include 1. Being honest and trustworthy. 2. Being courageous. 3. Never giving up nature. That too in middle. 4th. Adding value to the world. 5th. Being patient. 6th. Taking personal responsibility. Now, recreational values. Recreational values refer to anything that involves fun and play. Recreation is an important in the family because it fosters closeness in the family, opportunities for learning, creating memories, improving social skills, and developing empathy. Examples of recreational values will be like this. 1. Providing unstructured play time. Number 2. Having family game nights. 3. Allowing and encouraging each family member to pursue interests. Next, 4th. Taxing vacations together. Last, spending time together outside playing. These ecosystems can have an instrumental value which can include an aesthetic value or a recreational value. An ecocentric approach, on the other hand, will claim that nature has a value in itself, independent of various values that humans may assign to it. Monetary or non monetary worth given to the human recreational use of ecosystems, areas, or other natural phenomena. Other recreational activities include hiking, camping, mountaineering, cycling, dog walking, canoeing, caving, kayaking, rafting, rock climbing, running, sailing, skiing, skydiving, and surfing. These are the physical activities. Recreational values refer to the benefit of the people derived from engaging in and outdoor activities and enjoying natural environments. It includes activities such as hiking, camping, etc. You know, tips for making your family list. Sitting down as a family and coming up with a list of values can seem like a drawing task. However, no, there is not one side way to come up with, with your list. Start by calling a family meeting and getting input from each family member. Know that it may take several meeting sessions to get all the thoughts down. However, in the end, you will have a list that truly respects your family. Let us analyze some tips should be helpful you to develop a list of our friends or your kids can stand by. Next, consider writing a month or mission statement that addresses your core family value, whether it be peacefully reasoning conflict, being kids, or being a kind and conflict, loyal of working hard. Talk about our family. What things are most important to your family? What are the strengths of your family? What words or phrases but describe from your family? Write down everything. You can always go back and measure. Narrow the list later. The first session is all about brainstorming. Allow everyone to think about it for a while before reconvincing to agree on a list. Stick to the 10 major ideas. Your final list can have more or less, but 10 is a workable number to aim for without being overwhelming. Next step. Display yourself. Hang your values. List up second-handed where it will be severally. Reverse to the list when things happen. Use good family list is somewhere where it will be seen every day. Rewrite as necessary. The list may grow and evolve over time. Just as your family changes. Simple families list. Although every family list of values will be commercially following an example of a family values list. Number one, think of the consequences before you act. Follow the guidelines of religion. 3. Discuss the right and wrong when modern values are enough with the traditional values. Spend time together as a family, but also pursue individual interests. Live these values, don't just talk about them. Treat others with compassion and respect. Put your best efforts towards every task. Always continue to live. Learn from failures. Celebrate successes. Use money to do rather than to buy. Treat pets as family. Remember to not always act on feelings. Show love every day. Sever relationships with disrespectful people. Treat others' possessions with care and respect. Listen, since all opinions are important. Always strive to maintain safety. Be honest. Now, let us come to traditional values versus modern values. Family values tend to be reflective of the culture and time period of values and can be seen shifting throughout history depending upon the environment. Traditional values tended to emphasize the extended family unit when more families were living and working together. With modernization, family values can be seen shifting to an emphasis on independence and development versus togetherness. Traditional values stress collectiveness, submissive self restriction, preservation, and traditional practices, production and stability. Modern values respect motivations to pursue one's own success and dominance over others of gratification for creation for oneself. Modernists are people who tended to be in favor of new ideas, styles, and social trends, embraced the idea of change. Traditionalist are people who are opposed to change, had deep respect for long held cultural and religious values that they believed should not be broken under any circumstances. Society's impact on values. As society becomes more technologically advanced, the family values will change to reflect that on a cultural level. When families work together prior to the Industrial Revolution, there was more shared time together and most likely extended family lived with each other or very close to make their work life more convenient. Post industrial revolution families had the option to be more spread out and independent from each other, thus shifting the emphasis on the extended family system unit and welcoming in the nuclear family dynamic. Shift in gender roles, gender fluidity, and sexuality. Traditional versus modern gender roles can be reflected in society and have impacted in society and have family values. Many women were once encouraged to stay at home and raise families while men went out into the workforce. This notion has drastically shifted as both men and women, regardless of having children, are able to have jobs. Yes, society has normalized women in the workforce. During the rise of the nuclear family, men and women were encouraged to raise children that reflected the perfect nuclear family. Television ads and consumer products reflected the societal drive. This atmosphere put a strict adherence on gender roles and rigid put a strict adherence gender roles and rigid sexuality. Gender fluidity and sexual fluidity is much more accepted in society today, and the culture, family roles, responsibilities, and values may all reflect that, creating family values based upon acceptance with an emphasis on learning can help create a more open and loving families environment where everyone feels accepted, whereas the nuclear family era certainly did not encourage that on a large scale. Now, updating your family values. How your family values can be changed at any time, especially if the goal is to create an environment of inclusivity. Family values can be selected by the selected parents or children can also be included in making the decisions if they are old enough to participate. Because the family values are supposed to be reflective of the family as a unit, it's a good idea to encourage the younger family members to participate in the discussions so the values mean something to everyone in the family, not just the adults. Now, your list should reflect your family. Your family list should be unique to your family. If you are a spiritual family, your list should be more spiritual. If you are an informal, fun loving family, your list should reflect that if part of your family's greatest moments involve random dancing in your pajamas, then random pajamas or general goof ballery may be a part of your list. Anything that is important for the health and well-being of your family should be a part of your list. Anything that is important for the health and well being of your family should be a part of your family's value list. No matter the activity or the language used to describe it. It is thus said that each generation defines its own values that they feel are right and in tune with progressive times. So the future generations may redefine some of the values and traditions we hold today as how the values of the older generation are being redefined today. As human beings, we all have an inclination to glorify and romanticize the past. Now, busy lives. The good old days are often pinned with longing nostalgia. Family life was believed to be perfect and utopian in the past, but has deteriorated now. Yet, on reflection, one cannot but think otherwise. For when wife beating, which was considered earlier a man's right, but now a crime, can such assumptions hold good? Other evils that confronted families, like corporal punishments, emotional and sexual abuse, alcoholism, etc., were earlier endured and suffered silently. But such skeletons in the family cupboard are today discussed openly, brought into the limelight, exposed and dealt with. These positive changes have cleansed families of many ills and cruelty. Families today also have choices. They do not encroach. They respect each other's privacy and give each other space. Yet, it is often heard that today the family hardly spends time together. Everybody is busy with the own thing. Careers and professions are given priority. Home lives are neglected. Children are lonely and immersed with computer, TV, mobile, etc. They do not respect elders. The accusations go on. However, Sheila Manuel, a working mother, feels it is true time spent together with the children, even spouses, may have diminished. But that does not mean that family values are collapsing. In today's competitive world, parents send their children away to study courses of their choices. And though my elder daughter is away at another university, we keep in touch every day thanks to modern technology. We make it a point to discuss everything with her. Arguments, disagreements, roads, etc. are common in families. But what matters is how we tackle them. It all depends on the upbringing. A strong foundation is crucial, it is said. Thus, spouses should make extra efforts to listen, love, and respect each other. The couple in a stable relationship provides a secure home to their children with the family values. During times when the whole family is together, the family bond should be strengthened by quality time and visiting extended families, etc. Families have never been ideal and flawless, nor may they ever be. Ups and downs are part of family lives. Yet, family is said to be the greatest blessing in life. For family is strength, and while family lives have changed under new circumstances, family love and value. श्रीकांताय कल्याण निधे निधेद्राम श्री वेंकटनिवासाय श्रीनिवासाय मंगलम मंगलाशासनपरे मदाचार्य पुरोगमे सर्वेश पूर्वैराचार्य सत्कृतायास्तु मंगलम्.